Good morning. This is a great day. It's a great day of freedom. Today, we make a statement that human trafficking has no place in Ohio. No place. The chains have been broken, and I don't believe there's a greater challenge for a community and a state than to come to terms with what is happening before our very own eyes in our very own backyards. And there's a lot of people you need to educate in the state of Ohio. So I'm so grateful that you're here and you're passionate, and the leaders that came even before me and I learned about the problem have been working so hard in getting the education and advocacy of this heinous crime. It is a human rights violation, and we are determined in Ohio and in this nation to stand up for what is right. And that's what I saw in the last 8 years that I've been working with this. And Senator Seitz and I have been partners for a long time. And we are committed to working with all chambers, all legislators, the governor, the AG, and there are no political boundaries. That's the beautiful thing about this legislation and attacking the crime of human trafficking. I've not seen one the whole time that I've been working on this. So what we did is we did the right thing. And I'm very proud to have served with so many good-hearted, passionate legislators who are dedicated to protecting our children in Ohio. And I want to give them a round of applause. Very grateful. The underground economy, as you've learned, is a huge business. And this is a market-driven business. And I think it's simple. House Bill 130 and Demand Act is simply about economics. No demand equals no need for supply. And while there is no single approach in combating human trafficking, strengthening the penalties is a necessary part of the equation. And House Bill 130 increases the penalty from a third-degree misdemeanor, and that was hard for people to grasp. You know, when we put together human trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation, that it was such a low penalty. So what we knew is that we had to increase the risk. It was a low risk before. What was happening? They arrested the women. No one looked at who was behind the woman, putting them on the streets in brothels, massage parlors, in suburban homes where you have no idea that it's working in that area. And we needed to protect these thousands of children, and they will be protected. I think it's an incredible bill, one in which we will follow the victim-centered approach, which is protection, prevention, and prosecution. So we do have a great balance. We have a lot more to do, as we know, but we have a very strong legal framework. And we're going to give it time to work. The thing that's really been happening is the AG has been providing incredible law enforcement training. And a lot of the judges, even in Dayton this week, Judge Singer is here, and he opened a new court for victims of trafficking and prostitution. And I'm also hearing about situations in the jails. A lot of the women are victims of this, and we in the last bill allowed them to sue their trafficker. And there's an extension of the statute of limitations from 6 years to 20. So they will get justice. They're organizing. They can get their record expunged. There's a whole lot of things there for restoration and justice for the victim. And the paradigm shift. Because before we blamed the women, it was their fault. They were the bad people. They were, maybe still drug addicted, that they had to sell their bodies for the drug habit. They were just shameless people, criminal sentencing, and all kinds of problems, on and on and on. Well, the pimps were happy because we weren't paying attention. They could continue, their operation. They were hoping society never caught on. So that empowered them. And they use threats, fear, intimidation. They do all kinds of heinous things. And as the survivors are coming forward and telling their story, I love them because they were able, after years and years and years, to speak truth to power. And they are welcomed in the State House. They are believed. And we are finding justice for women that have never had it for thousands of years.